Distinguished members of the Academy, my name is Golfhouse, and we are back on the mostly harmless SMP server. When last we spoke, we jumped into some water. We got this bad boy. I recruited a friend of mine, the lovely and talented Yopi the Yellow, joined me in a quest to vanquish the dragon and bring its egg back to the overworld. Super thankful that Yopi took time out of her day, really out of her sleep, to come do that with me. We talked a little bit about how the timing was pretty inconvenient for both of us. It was about 11:30 at night where I am, and it was about 5 o'clock in the morning where she was, and she got up early just to help me defeat the dragon. So totally stoked. That was probably the most fun recording session I've probably ever had, and I can guarantee you that is not the last time that you've seen Yopi and I work together on something. Since we last spoke, I've been doing a heck of a lot of strip mining, mainly because, as you can see down there, we're up to 55 levels. Most of those levels we got, obviously, when we vanquished the dragon, but I've managed to accumulate a few more since that time. And the next thing that I want to do involves us going to the end and building another farm. And the last thing that I want to do is go into the end and fall into the void with 55 levels. So we need to burn up some of these levels. Yes, we do. Now, you may remember in a previous episode I was complaining about the fact that I was down to my last diamond. I only had one left. But as I said, I went mining, and that's not a problem anymore. So let's go ahead and get, which one? There we go, the Fortune 3. That's the guy that I'm interested in. And I'm going to go do a little bit of ore breaking, and let's see how well we do. Okay, so there we go, guys. 1 stack 43 on the diamond front. I think it's probably about time to upgrade this weaponry. So I'm going to go ahead and make us a whole bunch of iron gear. We're going to get our full set of diamond armor, probably some more tools just so that we have them. I'm running a little bit low on lapis, but I do have 17 more. Let's go crack this open and see how we do. This isn't nearly as much lapis as diamonds that I had, but of course when you crack the lapis open, it gives you a whole bunch. 15 lapis out of 1 ore. That's insane. So let's just knock this out. 4 more here. Make sure I get it all. I think we're pretty set on lapis. What do you guys think? Okay, so I've made myself pretty much a full complement of new gear. At some point, we're going to have to do something about this tunnel here, too. But I've got myself a full complement of brand new, shiny diamond gear. Yeah, get back in there. Do I have more than one of you? I think I may have a bunch of them lying around. Got a whole bunch of these guys, too. Let's go ahead and, well, you know what? We'll leave them. I don't need their levels yet. But I've got a whole set of diamond armor. I've got a whole set of diamond tools. I even went and made the diamond hoe. And I know what you're thinking. So you went, you made a whole bunch of diamond stuff. You're getting cocky. And you made yourself a diamond hoe. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. I've never actually made a diamond hoe in survival Minecraft, so I thought I would give that a shot. I also made a whole bunch of books in case I don't like what I'm getting. There's a couple of things that I'm after. I'm after feather falling on the boots. I'm after respiration on the helmet. We already have a diamond helmet that has aqua... Oh, wait, no. I take all that back. We have respiration. We need aqua affinity. So aqua affinity is what I want there. But what I really want is looting on the sword. I've actually already got a fortune pick and a silk touch pick. I've got a silk touch iron pick too. I've got a silk touch diamond pick back at the base. So I'm pretty good on a lot of this other stuff. But I need looting. Looting is going to come in super handy in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and get to enchanting here. And we'll see how things go. Okay, what is this madness? Apparently, I've never tried to enchant a diamond hoe before. And apparently, you can't do it. Okay, lesson learned. We'll continue. Alright guys, aqua affinity, that's what we were looking for out of this helmet. Also has protection 4 and unbreaking 3. That's going to be a significant upgrade to our current helmet because it only has protection 3 on it. So protection 3 there, protection 4 there is going to give us respiration, aqua affinity. That's awesome. 17 levels is a bit expensive. 23 the other way though. Okay, well I want to make sure that I use my levels for enchantments first, so we'll come back to this. Looting 2. Is that enough? Is that enough to make it worth it? Decisions. I really want looting 3, but I know that's real hard to get. I'm gonna have to think on that one for a second. Alright guys, I have made my decision. I'm going to pass up the looting 2 in the hopes that I can get looting 3 a little bit later. But if I get looting 2 again before I get looting 3, I'm going to take the deal at that point. Until then though, we're just going to burn through some books. Okay, finally, progress. Protection 4. That is what I want on the chest plate, and I don't have the levels now. Oh, okay, well there was a reason why I've been keeping these guys out of here. Oh no, I don't have any more splash potions. All right, well we're gonna be doing this the hard way because I am not leaving. Let me back up a little bit. That's incredibly loud. Everything down. I don't even know what setting that is. But we're gonna come up here and we're just gonna start smacking these guys around and get ourselves back up to level 30. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've got my 30 levels and I put 3 of them on a protection 4, unbreaking 3 chest plate. So now it's just a matter of getting this looting thing taken care of. Nothing really good. Aqua affinity wouldn't be too bad. What is the sword giving me? Oh, I think I have a date with some skeletons. Okay, I am back with my 30 levels and my 3 lapis, and it is time to loot. Smite, I don't really care about that so much. The looting sword, I think, is going to be used mostly to maybe to get some beef out of the cow farm that Laura Ellen is making. We may also use that for Ender Pearl collection. But any point where we're killing things and need stuff, that's what we're going to use it for. I don't really know what I want to do with the rest of these 27 levels. We're still accumulating skellies at a pretty quick rate. Tell you what, because our plans involve going into the end and going way out on a limb, spoiler alert, I really want to just use up all of these levels. So I'm going to put them on a bunch of books and get that taken care of. Okay, so I used up a few more books, and we got some Smite and some Bane, and we got a Feather Falling too. That's pretty good. Some more, who cares? We're going to go ahead and drop these books in there. We're down to 17 levels, which you'll recall is exactly how much we needed if we put them in the right way to make a Protection 4, Respiration 3, Unbreaking 3, Aqua Affinity 1 helmet, which is pretty much the best helmet in the game. We've also got all of this other stuff here. I guess I probably could go and hunt down some books, but that's going to be for another time, because for what we want to do today, we're not even going to use those tools and that armor at all. Hi. Because, as I've been not so subtly hinting, we're going to go to the end and we're going to start work on an Enderfarm with the 1.8.1.1.2.3.z update. The Endermite has been added, which has made Ender farming a lot easier resource-wise. So if you're watching my video, then you probably already are aware of Doc M and the Zip Crowd people, folks incredibly orders of magnitude smarter than me, who have come up with an Enderman design. We're actually going to take all of this off. Why am I going in the furnace? I don't want any of this. They've come up with an Ender design that is really neat, really cost effective, and a little dangerous to build, because you do have to go 150 blocks out into the end. And we do have the benefit of not worrying about the Ender Dragon anymore, but yeah, I'm still gonna die at some point. So I'm gonna divest myself of everything but the materials that I need, and I'll see you in the end. It feels incredibly weird to be out here in the end, pretty much naked. I realize that at this point the most dangerous thing to me is myself, because I'm going to be the one that accidentally looks at some of these Endermen here like that. Yeah, let's get rid of you. No, I want to get rid of you. You have bothered me for the last time, Enderman, by which I mean the first time. See ya. So yeah, what I want to do, this is the spawning platform up here. This is where we come into the end, and it is roughly at 100 0. In fact, the center square of that platform should actually be 150 and 0. So what I need to do is I need to go out, I believe it's 128 blocks that way, which looks like that's going to be pretty easy math. So I need to get out to 225. Now, I'm not completely insane here, so I'm not going to carry all of my supplies with me. I'm going to build some chests, and we're going to put everything in there except for some torches, and not even all the torches, just a few torches. And we'll take some of the stone bricks because that's what we're going to be making this thing out of. 2 stacks should do for now, and maybe 2 pieces of food. I also brought snowballs and a minecart. If you've seen the Doc M video, you know what that's for. If you haven't, then you're going to find out. Although since I have the minecart, I'm going to need rails too. Kind of forgot that part. Oh well, that's much later in this process. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I will see you out in the abyss somewhere. Well, now isn't that an interesting sight? This is about as far out as I can go before the island starts to disrender itself. If we come out here, we'll start to see that taking place. You see the outer boundaries of the island start to unload, and it's kind of a frightening thing as you make your way over towards the island. Because of the way that the spawning rules work and the mob caps, all of the island's Endermen are now over here, wondering what the heck I'm doing. Yeah, that's a slightly frightening thing to have to look at. Anyway, we've gotten our path out. Now the next thing that I want to do is actually get the platform that we'll be dealing with out there. So I'm going to grab a few more of our stone bricks here. Starting to run a little low on them, but we're not too bad. Actually, you know what? I don't even think I want that many. I'm a little paranoid about losing my resources to the void. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out here to the end, and we're going to make ourselves a little bit of a landing platform. I'm out of torches. So the nervousness of being out here like this is causing me to forget to bring things with me when I go. So we'll grab 24 more torches. That should be plenty. I think I've mentioned this in a previous video, but I am extremely terrified of heights in real life. And even doing this, even though I'm sitting comfortably in my chair that we paid $25 for a few months ago, in the second floor of a very sturdy house, the fact that this is a video game doesn't really help the claustrophobic feeling. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to do this. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why not? Why not go 9 out? 9 seems like a pretty good number. I don't know why, but it does. And we'll do the same thing over here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is going to be our little home away from home out here. I'm going to take this, I don't think we really need it to be a square, so maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe that's good enough. Let's put a torch down there and there, and then we will come across this way and kind of meet back up. How am I doing? I'm doing okay so far. I think we've got 2 more blocks to go. Yeah. And then we can just seal this off. Perfect. Now I just need to fill that in. Yay. Okay, so I've got my little platform here, and I even went ahead and put a ring around it just to kind of make things a little bit safer. Now this right here is going to be the, I guess you could say, the killing platform. This is where all of the Endermen will eventually end up, and this little spot right here is where we're going to go and kind of one-hit kill them using our bare hands, or meat, or a torch, or maybe some rocks. So in order to make this happen, we need a 43 block drop for the Endermen to land right here, and then that will be sufficient to get them down to the one-hit kill that we need in order to make this farm effective. Which means I have to come over here. I'm going to put up some temporary blocks here, and we want to make a ring just like the one that we have down there. And what this will do, this will prevent the Endermen from getting out, because they of course are 3 blocks tall, and we've only given them a 2 block space. So that's not going to work for them to get out, but it will be plenty of space for us to hit them. So that's 3 blocks up from where we need to go. I just need to go up 40 more. Remember when I said that fear of heights of mine was making this a rather tricky endeavor? Yeah. This is terrifying. But we did make it to Y84, and we are up at the at what is going to be the spawning level for our Enderman. Now, the Zip Crowd guys suggest a 33 by 33 platform up here. That's about 17 stacks of stone. I don't have that. Even if I go ahead and I use some of our stone bricks, I still don't really have that many. I could go ahead though and turn all of those into slabs, but I didn't bring a crafting table with me, which means I've got to go all the way back over there. In fact, I think I actually have to leave the end. I don't think we have a crafting table in the end yet. That's going to be one of those things that that we're going to need to work on if we're going to have this Ender Farm built out the way that we want it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out this piece of cobble. Bye, cobble. I won't be seeing you again. I'm going to put a single stone brick there just so that I know that this is my path back down. And I'm going to go ahead and start filling this thing out with the cobble that I do have, and then when we run out of materials, we'll just go back and get more. So as expected, we ran out of materials along the way, but we made some progress. I think we are just about done with this platform. I did give some thought, because I do have some ender pearls here, about taking a shot at this. But not only does that seem incredibly risky, but I realized that getting down would be okay, but then I'd have to figure out how to get back up. So we're going to come over here and do what we were planning to do all along, the nice, safe, kind of boring digging down. So I'm going to go grab the rest of our materials and get this platform done. See if I can do it without upsetting any of those Endermen down there. What do you think is out there, man? A whole bunch of nothing, really, is what's out there. But over here, we have a platform. Fantastic. I did end up using the bricks after all. I found them to be useful in kind of marking out distance. You can see I ran a little short on torches over here, but I think we'll be fine. So the platform is done. So now what our next step is going to be is setting up the little mechanism here that is going to trick our Enderman friends into falling to their doom. And unfortunately, that's going to take a while. And I am just about out of time for right now. As I'm recording this, it is 1:15 in the morning. Yay! And I'm getting a little tired, so I need to go to bed. And I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to this because, as usual, work is sending me out of town again. I'm going to be in the great state of Texas for the majority of next week when I would normally be recording. So there's a couple of things that we have to do before we can truly make this farm operational. And if you give me a second, I'll remember what they are. So yeah, one of the things that we definitely need to do is to make this walkway Enderman proof. And the way that we're going to do that is by making it into a tunnel. It's going to be 2.5 blocks high, and it's going to have water on top of it. And that's going to keep any of the Endermen, when they do manage to fall down here, or maybe even before they fall down, it's going to keep them from getting any bright ideas about breaking out of the joint and teleporting down to that tunnel and just kind of walking their way to freedom. We're not going to let that happen. I really don't want to do this, though. I may ask some of the other people on the server if they want to take on the task of turning this platform into a tunnel. I know Laura Ellen has been getting back on the server lately, and she's really good with design, so she could probably make it not just Enderman proof, but actually make it kind of pretty. Because Lord knows I'm not good at that. And maybe I can convince her to just do the tunnel, and then I'll come back through and drop the water and everything. We also need to do the same thing to our little waiting room that awaits down at the bottom of this thing. We have to make that 2.5 blocks tall. We can't let any of these ender critters go and teleport in there either. So we still have a lot of work to do. Hopefully we can get it all done in the next episode, especially if I can get Laura to come out and do this. Hint, hint. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully by this time next week I'll be able to do another one. It's really stupid of me to be doing this. I don't know why I'm doing that. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode of me kind of getting all of my levels used up and getting all the way out from the giant floating island of what's it over there. If you have liked it, go ahead and click the like button. If you've really liked it, go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you like steak, that one's for you, and you should stalk me on social media, because I'm darn near everywhere. And until next time, my name is Golfhouse. This has been Mostly Harmless. It's an honor just to be nominated. It's pretty dark up there.